Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this matchup in the Axis Football League. I'm Dave Stevens, and analyst Mike Steele is in the booth with me, as always.
Dave, we see both teams right now getting those cleats laced a bit tighter, checking that helmet one last time. Makes me want to run back down for one more go at it. This one's going to be great.
Absolutely, Mike. I don't think anyone would be surprised by that. Well, let's play some football. Brooks catches the kickoff. Tackled after a return of 28. We've got an injured player down on the field. Steps into the pocket. He throws one. Complete to number 82. That will move the chains. He makes the pitch. Third play of the drive for the offense.
Tonight.
Graham takes the carry. First down. First down.
Sit up.
That gets us to second down. Second down. Steps into the pocket. Heaves a pass. Incomplete pass. Third down. He drops back, launches a pass high over the center of the field. The quarterback under center. He steps back to pass. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown.
Not to be biased, Dave, but that's all on the QB. He read the defense perfect, selected the target, and released the ball exactly when he needed to.
Number 16 on the kick. It's good. The home team strikes first today, 7-0.
The away team is back on their heels now, but if they can come out and match that score, it'll swing the momentum back in their favor.
Number 16 kicks it deep. Steven takes the kickoff. And he's brought down after a return of 19.
If the offense can drive down the field and get some points here, I'd expect to see a big momentum shift in the game.
Number 18 drops back, hurls a pass out to the sideline. That'll be enough for the first down.
That's the kind of talent this team has, Dave. Moving the ball at will against a defense that isn't full of slouches.
Dropping back, he makes the throw out past the first down marker. That gets us to second down. He steps back to pass. He tosses one out to the flat on the right side. A penalty marker on the play. We'll see if the penalty affects the outcome. The home team will accept the penalty.
The linemen have their jerseys extremely tight to prevent that pulling. You know it's significant holding when the jersey is affected.
He steps back to pass. Play action. He steps out of bounds up near the 43. That brings up third down. Makes the handoff to number 42. Fourth down.
That's a safe play on third down. When you've got a long way to go, sometimes you're better off just picking up a few yards and kicking it.
Go!
Number 5 kicks it up. It's good. They convert from 54 yards out. The away team closes the gap a bit. 7-3.
At this point, Dave, it's up to the offense to regain control of this game by chewing the clock or scoring points.
The kick's away. Brooks catches the kickoff. And he's brought down after a return of 19.
The home team has the chance to make this a two-score game with this possession.
The handoff is taken by number 3. That'll be enough for the first down. Number 5 with the handoff. That brings up second down. He drops back to pass. Snagged out of the air by number 81. Drops back into the pocket. And it's off. He punts it away. Taken at the 20.
This is a pressure drive for the offense. They've got a chance to pull back into the driver's seat with a score on this possession.
He steps back to pass. Makes the throw short to the sideline. And he's forced out up near the 33. Number 18 handing it off. That will move the chains.
A successful rushing attack makes the defense pull that eighth man into the box, which then opens up the passing game.
Heaves a pass. He can't bring it in. Five defensive backs for the home team. He takes the ball.
Go!
Number 26 takes the handoff. Tackled near the line.
That's the right call in that situation. The defense is stacked against the pass and is hoping the offense wants to take a deep shot to try and pick up the first down.
Go!
The punt's away. The punt goes into the end zone for a touchback.
The home team has a one-possession lead going into the drive. Let's see what they can do with it.
The QB drops back, throws one, makes the catch. Second down. Makes the handoff to number 3. Third down. Third down and short. Sets his feet and throws up beyond the first down.
Being able to convert first downs in the passing game makes your running game that much easier to execute.
Tosses the ball along the sideline. That will bring up second down.
Another blown assignment like that, and the defender will be looking for a new job.
Pitches the ball out to the runner, and he won't make it very far before being dragged down by number 58, third down. Let's see what the call is on third down. Number 5 steps back into the pocket, and he can't reel it in. Out comes the punt team.
Hike.
The punter on the punt. Taken at the 17-yard line. Forced out of bounds.
This is a good position for offense to be in. It's a one-score game, and they've got a good opportunity to go down the field and get some points.
That will move the chains.
Quick first downs like that keep the defense guessing.
First down. He decides to keep it himself. Tackled near the line, around the 35-yard line. Second down. That marks the end of the first quarter. The home team with the lead. 7-3.
Tonight.
The running back on the run. That brings up a crucial third down. Number 18 lining up under center. Number 26 with the catch. Brought down by number 15, and that's enough for a first down. Steps into the pocket. The linebacker cutting through blockers. The sack. That will be a loss of 12. Second down. Sixth play of the drive.
Tonight.
Number 18 back to pass. Hall with the catch. That brings up third down.
Simple pass and catch with that, Dave. Every kid's dream. You look up and see you're the guy wide open just waiting for the ball.
Number 18, dropping back. He makes the catch in the end zone for a touchdown.
Simple X's and O's. And in this case, the offense just found a weakness in the D and got rewarded with 6 points.
Hike.
The kicker on the kick. And it's good. The away team moves into the driver's seat. 10-7.
A score that puts you out in front like that is a big momentum builder.
Number 5, rockets this one deep. Brooks takes the kick. Broken tackle. Makes the return up to the 16-yard line.
If the offense can drive down the field and get some points here, I'd expect to see a big momentum shift in the game.
Go.
He sets up and throws out past the first down marker. He can't make the catch. A 5 defensive back package for the away team.
Hike.
And he won't make it very far before being dragged down by Lloyd. That gets us to 3rd down. 3rd down.
Go.
Tosses the ball deep down the right side of the field. 1st down. He drops back to pass. He tosses one out to the sideline. And he safely steps out up near the 33-yard line. 1st down.
When you can complete those types of throws for 1st downs, it forces the defense to move men out of the box, which opens up the run game.
Hike.
Quarterback to pass. Doesn't seem to... He drops the ball. And he's forced out at the 44.
The runner has to do a better job of anticipating contact and covering the ball so it doesn't get knocked loose like that. It will be interesting to see if the offense can do anything on this drive following that turnover.
The QB gives it away. That brings up 2nd down. There's a flag on the field. Makes the handoff to number 26. Let's see how the penalty affects things. The away team is going to go with the results of the play instead of the penalty.
That's a well-executed run to move the chains.
He drops back to pass. Sets his feet and throws up beyond the 1st down. He can't make the catch. The away team comes out with a single back. He takes the ball. That will bring up 1st down.
It's runs like that, Dave, that help set the tone for this game. Nothing fancy, just our guys beat your guys.
Go.
The QB pitching it out. Sixth play of the drive for the away team. A penalty marker on the play. He decides to keep it himself. Let's see what the call on the field is. The away team will decline the penalty. Good enough for a 1st down. Let's see what they do on 1st down. The QB back to pass. The tight end makes the reception. Play of the drive for the away team. Number 18 steps back into the pocket. He snags it out of the air for the touchdown.
Huge credit goes to the blockers on that touchdown. That really paved the way right into the end zone.
Here's the kick. And it's good. The away team extends their lead, 17-7.
Don't let the score fool you, fans. This has been a very physical game, and it's really taken its toll.
Number 5 boots it. Brooks takes the kick. Tackled after a return of 18.
The home team needs to get something going on this drive.
He drops back, fakes the handoff, and looks to pass. Graham grabs the ball out of the air. That brings up second down. Second down. He hands it to the runner. That will move the chains.
It's runs like that, Dave, that helps set the tone for this game. Nothing fancy, just our guys beat your guys.
Go!
Hands it to number 3. That brings up second down. The tight end lines up on the right side. And he's tackled up near the line by Montgomery. Coming out in the gun. Dropping back. Throws a pass. And they can't connect. Incomplete. The punt team makes its way up to the line. He punts it away. The return man takes the kick. And he's brought down after a return of 14.
The away team has built up a nice lead and should focus on extending this drive as long as possible to eat up that clock.
He sets up and throws, and he safely steps out. Second down. Second and short. Steps into the pocket. Play action fake. The outside linebacker makes the sack. The offense will lose about 9. That brings up a crucial third down. There is a flag on the play. The home team accepts the penalty.
There really is no excuse for false starts because you know the snap count.
The tight end lines up on the right side. Number 18 dropping back. The pass falls harmlessly to the ground. Lining up to punt.
Go!
Number 11 punts it away.
The home team needs to execute on this drive if they want to start eating away at that lead they've let the other team build up on them.
Like.
Second down. Second down. He drops back to pass. Snagged out of the air by number 82. That will bring up third down. The home team lines up with two tight ends. Graham takes the carry. Finally brought down by Willis. That'll be enough for the first down.
It's almost like he can walk these first downs. I'm looking for a personnel change on this defense.
Number 5, back to pass. Grant makes the sack. The offense will lose about 10. Tight end on the right side. Quarterback to pass. Tosses a pass to the middle of the field. A penalty flag on the field. We'll see if the penalty affects the outcome. The away team takes the penalty.
It's a common misconception that blockers are allowed to grab defenders as long as their hands are on the inside. That's what we saw there, but it's still a holding penalty.
Quarterback to pass. Complete to number 81.
I think that's a clear case of blown coverage. He was wide open.
He makes the handoff.
Sometimes it's a good strategy to play the field position game. Get yards when you can and hope for a good stop on defense so you can give it another go closer to the end zone.
Number 11 on the punt. Number 25 takes the kick.
The offense needs to just play it safe here and focus on keeping the ball in their possession as long as possible.
That will do it for the second quarter. The away team up so far, 17-7. The kick's away. Steven takes the kick. Breaking free. Tackled after a return of 26. Let's go down to our own Emma Adams, who has an update for us.
Thanks, Dave. I had a chance to discuss the first half with the coach for the home team. His team is no stranger to a game plan gone bad, so it might be premature to call this run defense a lost cause. However, it was also pretty brutal first half for them. Sometimes opponents don't always do what you expect them to, and he said it'll be an uphill battle getting these guys to go out there and defend the run better. Guys, back to you.
Thanks for the insight, Emma. Steps into the pocket. He flings a pass, and he misses his mark. He drops back. And they can't connect. Incomplete.
When it's third and long, sometimes you've got to throw it downfield, even when you know that's exactly what the defense is expecting. It just didn't work out for them at that time.
Go!
Number 11 on the punt. Hill takes the kick. Tackled after a return of 11.
Overall today, they've been outperformed on offense. It's time for them to buckle down and get things moving if they want any chance of turning things around.
Dropping back. Number 53. Cutting through blockers. The sack. That will be a loss of 9. Second down. Second down and long. The QB dropping back. Throws over the middle. Tackled up near the 43.
Simple pass and catch with that, Dave. Every kid's dream. You look up and see you're the guy wide open just waiting for the ball.
Go!
Pitches the ball out to the runner. That'll be enough for the first down.
Not a run that's going to make his highlight reel, but he keeps adding to his yardage today with that first down.
Number 5, dropping back. Complete. One back in the backfield for the offense.
Hike!
That will bring up third down.
Strike!
That'll bring up a fresh set of downs.
When you can pick up the first by running, it really opens up your playbook for the next set of downs.
Hike!
The handoff is taken by number 3. That will bring up second down. Eighth play of the drive. He decides to keep it himself. That will bring up first down.
It's almost like he can walk these first downs. I'm looking for a personnel change on this defense.
Go!
Finds a target to the middle of the field. That brings up second down. Second and short. Number 5, back to pass. Makes the catch. And he steps out up near the 3. That will move the chains.
This defense is going to have to get its assignments in order. If not, they can expect to give up yardage all day.
He hands it to the runner. He crosses the goal line. Touchdown.
That's a play they won't mind seeing over and over in film this week.
They're getting set for the point after.
Go!
The kicker on the kick. It's good. The home team reclaims some lost ground. 17-14.
At this point, Dave, it's up to the offense to regain control of this game by chewing the clock or scoring points.
The kick's away. Fielded at the 4-yard line. Tackled after a return of 16.
If the offense can get another score on this drive here, it will really put the pressure on.
Setting up shop from the 21-yard line.
Go!
Steps into the pocket. Snagged out of the air. Second down. Quarterback to pass. Throws over the middle. Brought down That'll bring up a fresh set of downs.
Receiver gets up with the big first down motion. Pretty sure the defense have seen enough of that already.
Hike.
Setting up the screen to the sideline. The receiver can't bring it in. The away team comes out with a single back.
Go!
Number 26 on the carry. That'll be enough for the first down.
When you can pick up the first by running, it really opens up your playbook for the next set of downs.
He hands it to number 26. Second down. Second down.
Hike.
The handoff is taken by number 26.
Another first down, Dave. I tell you, this sets up the play action so well.
Go!
Makes the toss to number 31. Tackled quickly. That brings up second down. Second down for the away team. Drops back into the pocket. Play action fake. He launches one deep down the sideline. He can't make the catch. A crucial third down for the offense.
Sit hut.
Finds a target. The pass falls harmlessly to the ground.
Even though that pass was incomplete, those are the types of throws that stretch a defense. The D was up to the challenge that time.
Sit hike.
Here's the kick. And he makes it from 57 yards out. The away team adds another score, 20-14.
So, it's back to the defense, Dave. The offense has proven again it can put up points.
The kicker sends this one deep. Brooks takes the kick. And he's brought down after a return of 17.
This is a good position for offense to be in. It's a one-score game, and they've got a good opportunity to go down the field and get some points.
Sit hut.
The home team comes out in a two-receiver set. Hands it to number 3. That brings up a crucial third down. Third down. Number 5 looking to pass. Pass complete to number 1. That'll give them a fresh set of downs. Let's see what they do on first down.
Go!
Sets his feet and throws past the first down marker, and he can't reel it in. Second down.
Go!
He fumbles the ball. That brings up a crucial third down. Play action fake. It's caught by number 82. That brings up fourth down.
In the pregame, the coach talked about the secondary taking some risk, but they need a little more reward out of their guys today.
Penalty marker on the field. The away team accepts the penalty.
False starts are one of those mental mistakes that really makes getting the first down a lot harder.
The home team comes out in punt formation.
Set hike.
He punts it away. Number 25 takes the punt. Makes the return up to the 29-yard line.
The away team can make this a two-score game with a nice drive and finish here. Let's see if they can execute.
He drops back. It's caught by number 26.
This defense is going to have to get its assignments in order. If not, they can expect to give up yardage all day.
That will do it for the third quarter. The away team with the lead so far, 20-14. First down. Steps into the pocket. He tosses a screen along the sideline. That will bring up second down. Second down for the away team. Steps into the pocket. Brought down. First down. Two tight ends for the away team.
Set hut.
Missed tackle. Still looking for a receiver. He turns it upfield. That will bring up second down.
Set hike.
Eluding defenders. That will bring up third down. One back in the backfield for the away team. He crosses the goal line. Touchdown.
The away team had all cylinders firing on that touchdown.
They're getting set for the point after. It's up. And it's good. The away team widens their lead. 27-14.
The home team needs to respond to that score quickly to get the momentum going on their side.
Well, it looks like we've got an injured player on the field. The kicker boots this one into the end zone. Brooks catches the kickoff. And he's brought down after a return of 21.
The home team has dug themselves into quite a hole here. They've got a chance to regain some of that on this drive.
Set hike.
Sends a pass way down the field. And he misses his mark. A penalty flag on the field. Incomplete pass. Let's see how the penalty affects things. The home team will accept the penalty.
You know, in those situations, even as a fan, the QB might be drawing you off, and yet they fall for it anyway.
Hike.
Number 5 with the handoff. Third down. A crucial third down for the offense. He steps back to pass. He throws one. Grabbed out of the air. And he's forced out around the 31. Let's see what they do on first down. He drops back. Tosses the ball to the left side of the field. He's stopped. Well, we'll see if that holds up after the penalty. The home team takes the penalty.
Discipline goes a long way when it comes to avoiding costly penalties.
1st and 10. Drops back into the pocket. Sacked. Loss of 8. That gets us to 2nd down. 2nd down and long. And it's off. Third down and long. Drops back into the pocket. Hurls a pass to the end zone. Incomplete pass.
Sometimes you have to have that gunslinger mentality and take a shot to keep the defense on their toes. It didn't work out that time, but it will still let the D know that this QB isn't afraid to test them deep.
Number 16 on the kick. And it's good. The home team eats away at the lead a bit. 27-17.
The away team needs to get a quick score here to shut this comeback down.
The kicker kicks a deep one into the end zone. Steven takes the kickoff. And he's brought down after a return of 20.
It's going to take multiple possessions for the defense to get back into this game. I'm expecting a lot of runs on this drive to keep the clock moving.
Quarterback to pass. He makes the throw near the sideline. A flag on the play. Let's see how the penalty affects things. There looks to be an injury down on the field. The home team accepts the penalty.
Whenever a blocker uses their hands to hook, grab, or pull a defender like that, it's going to be a holding call.
Strike.
He tucks it and runs. 2nd down. Third play of the drive. Quarterback to pass. Throws the ball. And he's tackled. That will bring up 1st down. Number 18, pitching it out. That brings up 2nd down.
Go!
Eventually dragged down. That will move the chains.
It's runs like that, Dave, that help set the tone for this game. Nothing fancy, just our guys beat your guys.
Number 18 steps back into the pocket. The running back catches it. 2nd down. Second down.
Strike.
Sets his feet and throws. Incomplete. A crucial third down for the offense.
Hike.
That'll give them a fresh set of downs.
That's a well-executed run to move the chains.
Let's see what they do on first down.
Hike.
Sets his feet and throws out to the flat on the left side. Second down.
Go.
He makes the pitch.
Hike.
Fakes the handoff. And he's off. Tackled by Barnes. And that's enough for a first down.
Great anticipation by the quarterback to throw it where the receiver needed to be.
Makes the handoff. He crosses the goal line. Touchdown.
That's a great example of a player just stepping up and making a play to get a touchdown.
Here's the kick. And it's good. The away team widens the gap a bit with that score. 34-17.
And now, Dave, the backups are kind of begging for some game time.
Number 5 kicks a deep one into the end zone. Brooks takes the kick. Makes the return up to the 19-yard line.
The home team needs to execute on this drive if they want to start eating away at that lead they've let the other team build up on them.
Steps into the pocket. And he safely steps out at the 22-yard line. That gets us to second down. Number 5, back to pass. Pass complete to number 10. That will bring up third down. Third down and short. The quarterback back to pass. And it's off.
The QB took a deep shot there for the first down, but the defense had it covered the whole way.
Makes the throw. The ball is out. And he's tackled.
The runner has to do a better job of anticipating contact and covering the ball so it doesn't get knocked loose like that.
The home team can't convert. That will be a turnover on down.
The defense has a chance to come up big. If they can force a punt after that turnover, it'll give the entire team a boost of confidence.
Number 26 takes the ball. The home team will use their first time out here. Second down. The quarterback decides to run. The home team calls their second timeout. That brings up a crucial third down. Let's see what the call is on third down. He hands it to number 26. The home team uses their last timeout. That'll bring up 4th down.
I think that's a good call by the coach. There's still a lot of game left, and you don't want to force things and make a mistake here.
The kicker on the kick. And it's good. The away team widens the gap a bit with that score, 37-17.
The home team would do well to really focus here. They need to execute a quick drive and score to get back into this game.
Number 5 sends it off. Brooks takes the kick. And he's brought down after a return of 19.
The home team needs to execute on this drive if they want to start eating away at that lead they've let the other team build up on them.
He steps back to pass. He drops the ball. He is sacked by number 94. 2nd down. 2nd and long.
Tonight.
He makes the throw, and he safely steps out. Third down and long. Number 5, back to pass. Grabbed out of the air.
Not elusive enough to make that into a big play, but still keeps that defense on the field.
Number 5 steps back into the pocket. He is sacked in the backfield by number 94. 2nd and long. He steps back to pass.
Go.
He can't make the catch.
3rd and longs are one of the hardest down and distances to convert. The defense did a great job holding them up there.
The home team lining up with 2 receivers.
Go.
Number 5 steps back into the pocket. Tackled by Thomas. Mike, you know what time it is. We're all anxious to hear who you've got as the stud of the game. Who?
For me, it's got to be number 26 for the away team. He made this game a highlight reel today.